Hi, my name is Remy Hetram, and I'm going to talk about the future of art. I'm 16 years old, and I have a lot of experience with both the development and playing of video games. I have experience using game engines like Unity, along with code to create different game ideas that I've had. I've created a lot of different games in both 2D and 3 dimensions. I can use Blender, which is a 3D modeling software, to make 3D objects for games or for other things, like animations. I've also participated in game jams, which are interesting online competitions where a group of people all get a theme for a game that they have to make in a small period of time, usually only a week or just a weekend. Then they submit it for them to get judged. I participated in a game jam as part of my robotics club, through which I've also gained a lot of other cool computer skills. Now, one of the first things that I want to touch on is teenagers in games. Teenagers are a sensitive age group because they're in the developmental phase. This means that all the entertainment that they're exposed to at this age will have a huge impact on who they become when they grow older. We need to be careful on what we expose this age group to in both movies, TV, online, on social media, and with video games. Games aren't bad on their own. They can be equally as harmful as any other type of media. They're just a different form of art. And this is the true purpose of video games, and I'll talk about this a little more later. First, I want to talk a little bit about COVID and video games. We all know that we're in the middle of a pandemic right now, and video games have had a very positive impact on our progress. Among Us, an online multiplayer game that has become popular over the lockdown, has over 100 million downloads. This is a graph that shows the popularity of games since 2018, a growth in about 30%. Video games give people something to do that is social and that they can access from home. I personally have taken advantage of this during my time stuck at home. I've played a lot of video games with friends online. Gaming has grown immensely in popularity in the last 2 decades. The revenue of the video game industry almost doubling from 2010 to 2017 in the US. This can be a great thing because it can help stop things like disease, and people can interact socially in a new way. In addition, video games are a lot different than hanging out on social media, because it is a platform where people can collaborate, cooperate, as well as compete in different ways. Social media, in my opinion, has always been, "Oh, look at me, I did this, I'm so cool." And this type of interaction can usually separate people. Video games, on the other hand, while sometimes can do the same thing, can also bring people together in many more ways compared to social media. Playing games with friends can be similar to playing sports at the park, but without the physical exercise or interaction. In most cases, this is a bad thing, but as I've mentioned before, this is great in our current COVID situation. Like I mentioned earlier, video games are art. Now let me explain. Developing games is an awesome way to express yourself, just like creating any other art, like music, paintings, etc. I personally have been able to express myself by creating games as an art form. They are called the 8th art because they're videos that you can interact with, and video or film has been called the 7th art. At school, I've created a course with the same name, the 8th art, for my integrated studies unit. I've done a lot of research and created a curriculum where the student will be introduced to creating games as an art, as well as learning valuable computer and coding skills. I hope that the future of game creation and development will become more common and available to anybody. This is really likely because it is already happening, and it has also happened with videos and plenty of other mediums of art. Anybody can create and share videos on YouTube or other social media platforms. And the same thing has happened with photos as well. Everybody has a great camera in their pocket, and nicer cameras than cell phones have also become much more affordable. This is the exact thing that will happen in the future with video games. They are such a great art form that everybody should have access to. This is a really great discussion, and it also makes me wonder what might come next. What if a 3D video format is invented? Would it eventually be available to you? What could you do with a computer with a 3D screen? Will science fiction become a reality? Technology will evolve, and we need to keep up.